It's no secret that the gaming landscape is, changing fast. What used to be a battle between Xbox and PlayStation is quickly becoming something much bigger. In fact, I genuinely believe that the future of console gaming is gonna cease to exist. And why? Well, because PC gaming. PC gaming isn't just the future. I mean, it's already winning in a lot of ways. From its insane flexibility, unmatched library of games, modding potential, and the emergence of portable powerhouses like the Steam Deck, PC gaming is proving that it can offer more, do more, and grow faster than any traditional console. And we're not talking about performance, we're talking about the culture, accessibility, innovation, and community. In this video, I'm diving deep into why this shift is happening, what it means for the industry, and how the evolution of handheld PCs and platforms like Steam are changing the game forever. First off, let's talk about the sheer flexibility of PC gaming. This is one of the biggest reasons why I've always preferred gaming on PC. You're not locked into one ecosystem. You can upgrade your hardware when and how you want. You can customize your experience completely, whether it's how your games look, what kind of controller or keyboard you use, or what settings you prioritize, or even the kind of mods you install. Thomas the Tank Engine as the dragon in Skyrim. You want to use a fight stick, a racing wheel, or a VR headset? No problem. You want to use the DDR pad to play Call of Duty? Go nuts. Want a game on ultra-wide monitors? Crank your resolution to 4K or beyond? I mean, go for it. No one's stopping you. Want to create macros that auto-click in like Minecraft and stuff like that so that you don't go idle on a Skyblock server and you can keep mining concrete from an obsidian, thing? Want to overclock your GPU? Undervolt your CPU? Hey, do what the heck you want. PC gaming adapts to you, my friend. Not the other way around. Now let's compare that to a console. You're stuck with the same hardware for 7+ years. You're locked into a fixed ecosystem with limited backwards compatibility. And as of currently, you're forced to pay for online services. On PC, I get to choose where I buy my games. Heck, maybe I want it from Steam, maybe Epic Games, never. Maybe GOG games, hey, EA Play, yuck, Ubisoft, I mean, there's all these options, but not all of them are good. But hey, I could shop around to different websites, find a deal, Humble Bundle, Green Man Gaming, G2A, don't use that site. No console offers that kind of shopping freedom. Console gaming is built around generations. Every few years, there's a reset. New hardware, new controllers, and annoyingly, new limitations. Backwards compatibility might show up, but it's inconsistent. Sometimes your old games work and sometimes they don't. Sometimes your saves carry over and sometimes they vanish. And heck, you want cloud saves? Well, you gotta pay for online, pal. PC gaming has none of these issues. You're not waiting 6 to 8 years for a new generation. You create the new generation for yourself. It's when you decide to upgrade. If a new GPU or CPU comes out, you can just choose to upgrade to them whenever you want. You don't even have to upgrade to them. Heck, I'm like 4 to 5 years behind on GPU and CPU generations, but my PC's still kicking. And you could do all of this without waiting for a company to just drop a new box. That also means you never lose access to your library. I could still play games I bought 15 years ago on my PC without jumping through hoops. That's the kind of long-term support and consistency console players can only dream of. Plus, there's no artificial dividing line that says, this is next gen now, you can't play this game unless you jump over and pay the money. On PC, it's a gradual, customizable evolution. You can improve your setup step by step instead of doing an all or nothing hardware switch. We can't talk about the future of gaming without talking about my good friend, Steam. I know a lot of you call me a bootlicker for Steam, but I mean, if a company's doing good things, then I'm gonna support that company, I'ma lick some boots for Steam. Valve's Steam platform is not just the biggest PC gaming storefront, it's the most consumer-friendly digital platform in gaming. Period. From regular deep discounts, a massive game library, incredible controller support, and community tools to its refund policy and their support team. It is so good, their support team. Steam absolutely crushes every console storefront by a long shot. Want to try a game and return it if it doesn't run well on your system or you just don't like it? Steam lets you do that if you've played it for under 2 hours. That's something console gamers have begged for but still don't get consistently. I mean, good luck refunding a game you buy on the Switch eShop. Good luck even finding the place to do that. Steam Cloud Saves let you pick up where you left off instantaneously, and it works across devices. The Steam overlay gives you quick access to chats, guides, browser windows, and performance metrics. And with the Steam Deck, which is a portable handheld gaming PC, this integration means your entire library goes portable with ease, and without any extra cost besides just paying for the Steam Deck itself. And don't forget Proton, Valve's compatibility layer that runs Windows games on Linux with surprising efficiency, and it even runs better than sometimes on Windows itself. There's also Steam Workshop mods, which let you easily install user-generated content for free. Mods breathe new life into games, whether it's fixing bugs, adding content, or just trying to get New Vegas to work. And it can completely transform your experience. Skyrim, Fallout, City Skylines, and countless other titles have entire communities creating endless new ways to play. Something that's either not possible on consoles or comes with heavy restrictions. And again, on PC it's free, Bethesda. Now here's where things get really exciting if they somehow haven't already. The rise of handheld PC gaming. I have talked about this extensively on my channel, but in my opinion, this is the future. Devices like the Steam Deck have completely changed the narrative. I mean, for decades, the biggest knock on PC gaming was portability. You had to set up this fat box on your desk and pay $2,000 for it just to play freaking Call of Duty? Dude, I'll spend $400, crack a beer, and play it in my living room. Consoles were plug and play and just simple, and PC gaming was just stuck at a desk. Not anymore. The Steam Deck is a full Linux-based PC in a handheld form. You could dock it like a Switch, hook up a keyboard and mouse, or play it on the go. Might I remind you, it's a computer. You could pretty much do whatever the heck you want with it. It runs your full Steam library for the most part, and we're not just talking about indie games. It can handle AAA games like Elden Ring and Cyberpunk 2077. I mean, some newer games, your performance may vary, but it could still really crank out some power. And yeah, it's not gonna run everything at ultra settings, but on a screen at that size and that portable factor, you gotta make some sacrifices. But with that, you can lay down and play PC games. And it's not just Valve. Companies like Asus with the ROG Ally, Aya Neo, GPD Win, and Lenovo with the Legion Go are all creating powerful handhelds running Windows. These are real PCs. You can install any launcher, any software, plugin, almost any peripherals, and customize the OS to your liking. I wouldn't say you could do that with Windows, but if you're on Linux, yeah, it's a free game there. It really is the future of gaming in the palm of your hand. And we're not talking about the Switch. It's also about form factor freedom. You want a device that looks like a Switch? You got it. Prefer a clamshell with a built-in keyboard? That exists. Want a beefy machine with fans and vents and RGB lighting? There's one out there for you. The handheld PC space is becoming as diverse and competitive as smartphones. And that's only good news for gamers. That's great news. Another huge reason console gaming's on the decline? Exclusivity doesn't mean what it used to. Sony's bringing more and more of its big titles to PC. God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Spider-Man, The Last of Us. Microsoft is already putting all of its first-party games on PC from day one, and you can get them with Game Pass. The days of you need this console to play this game are slowly disappearing, and that's a great thing. Gaming should be about access and options, not artificial walls. With PC, I don't have to worry about buying multiple systems to play the games I want. Everything's coming to PC eventually. Even timed exclusives are becoming less common. Developers want their games in as many hands as possible, and that means hitting PCs. And with tools like Unreal Engine and Unity making cross-platform development easier, there's less technical reason to stay locked to a single console. Modding on PC is an entire universe of its own. Want to overhaul Skyrim into a completely different game? You got it. Thomas the Tank Engine as the drag. Want to improve textures, lighting, install a very over-the-top gore mod in Left 4 Dead? Sure, you psychopath. On PC, you're just not limited to what the developer gives you. You can take it way further. And it's not just about fun. Sometimes, modders fix issues developers never did. Need for Speed Heat with the CPU issue. Entire genres have been born from modding, and Valve has hired modders onto their official team as well. Team Fortress was a mod. Dota? You guessed it, a mod. Even VR mods for non-VR games are a thing, and mods to fix VR games that suck. Skyrim? That creativity and community-driven innovation is one of the best parts of PC gaming, and it's something consoles will never be able to match. There's even modding support for emulators, letting you remaster classic games and current modern games that I can't show because Nintendo will come to my house. There's also fan-made translation patches, widescreen support for old titles, or texture replacements for PS1 games. PC modders are keeping history alive and playable. Now, let's talk about the big elephant in the room. Money. A lot of people still think PC gaming is too expensive, but that's outdated. These days, you can build or buy a decent gaming PC for the price of a new console. Look up a Linus Tech Tips video and you can find an under $500 that performs fantastic. And unlike a console, as it's a PC, you're not limited to just gaming. You could do whatever you want on this thing. Load up spreadsheets on one monitor and Doom on the other. You want to edit videos? Sure. It could be your workstation, media server, streaming rig, Minecraft server host, to, do whatever you want. And let's not forget the value of software. Between Steam sales, which have impressively very, very high discounts, humble bundles where you can get multiple games for the price of one, epic giveaways, just giving out free games on a weekly basis, especially near Christmas time, and just emulation itself. PC gamers get access to way more games for less. I bought AAA games for $10 or less during sales. I got Red Dead 2 for $25 on sale, Jedi Survivor for $15 on sale, Dead Space, the remake, for $20. May I go on? We haven't even hit the cost of an $80 video game yet. Plus, upgrades can be incremental. Need more storage? Add an SSD. Want better performance? Swap out your GPU. A little more expensive, but it'll get the job done. You're not throwing out your whole machine every cycle. You can keep improving it over time. PC is also the hub for gaming preservation. Emulators let you play older games that are otherwise lost to time. Entire libraries of classic console titles are accessible on PC, whereas Nintendo's charging a monthly subscription fee just to access some NES, SNES, GameCube, and N64 games. And that's not even counting all of them. Often on PC, with just the nature of these games being as old as they are, you can upscale them and crank out more beautiful visuals from these games. For collectors and preservationists, PC is where history lives. At least digitally. I wouldn't say physically, because physical CD, DVDs they're not here anymore. On console, if a game gets delisted, it's gone. On PC, it can be archived, modded, enhanced, cracked by Empress, the whole ordeal. And people can still play it decades later. Emulation isn't just nostalgia, it's access. It means games aren't tied to aging hardware. It ensures that the work of thousands of developers isn't lost to digital rot or platform obsolescence, and it gives new generations of players a way to explore the roots of modern gaming. There was a time when PC gaming was seen as niche or even elitist, with streamers, esports, and content creators dominating platforms like Twitch and YouTube with PC setups. The image has completely changed. I mean, really, nowadays, almost everyone in this space has a gaming PC. You really need to. More gamers than ever are building their first PCs, customizing their experience, and exploring the massive ecosystem of PC gaming. Even casual players are seeing the appeal, especially with how many games are cross-platform, how Discords replaced Xbox Live parties, and how simple it is now to set up a plug-and-play experience even on a PC. You can even hook your PC up to a TV and play it like a console with a controller. I actually have my Steam Deck docked in my room to my TV, and when I want to turn it on, I've actually just hooked up my PS5 controller to it. I press the PS button, it turns the Steam Deck on and the TV, and I'm gaming in seconds. That's how easy it is nowadays. PC gaming is no longer an enthusiast-only space. It's where the community is. It's where innovation happens, and it's where the culture is evolving the fastest. If you take all this into account, the shrinking power gap between consoles and PCs, the dying concept of exclusives, the rise of handheld gaming PCs, the dominance of Steam, and the customization that consoles can't match, it paints a clear picture. Consoles are becoming less and less necessary. They used to be the most affordable and easiest way to play games. I mean, not saying they aren't still, but it's starting to shift. But now, a handheld PC can do everything a console can, and more. Except blowing it up to 8K on a TV and cinematic stuff like that. The writing's on the wall. Console gaming isn't gonna disappear overnight, but over time, more and more people will migrate to PC. And with devices like the Steam Deck and ROG Ally, the Legion Go, and all of these improving, it's just really only gonna get better. Now, let me ask you a question. Why limit yourself to one box, one storefront, one company's dirty, gritty little hands all over your organized ecosystem they have you locked into, when you could have total freedom and it's only one click and one game install away? So yeah, in my opinion, PC gaming is the future. Unless you play strictly Nintendo consoles, they're not going anywhere. Let me know what you think down below. Are you already mostly playing on PC? Are you still on console and thinking about switching? Let me know, and let's talk about where you see gaming heading in the future. If you like this one, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and hit that taco bell. And as always, thank you so much for all your support and all your comments. I'll see you in the next one.